Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch.
Punctilious, adjective. Punctiliously, punctiliousness. Very careful to behave correctly or to give attention to details. Meticulous. Solicitous, adjective. Solicitously, solicitousness. Very concerned for someone or something. Apprehensive, meticulously careful, zealous. A punctilious citizen politely declares that coffee and olives don't go together. This kind of punctilious photorealistic realism, no matter the genre, has turned into a new standard for measuring success. Any frustration, nostalgia, and sadness is embellished by the sobriety and punctilious force of details in every page and chapter of these two books. Hitchcock was one of the most punctilious, painstaking, and brilliantly inventive of all major movie artists, and that's why you can see these pictures over and over. It is an incontrovertible fact that you can be impeccably punctilious about all the trappings of manners. Opening doors, pulling out chairs, walking on the roadside edge of pavements, etc., but still be appallingly rude. Vasiliki Neophotistos was incredible as an editor. She was timely, astute, and punctilious in her interventions, and always gracious. Roland proved to be a loyal and capable servant, punctilious in his duties and unfailingly cheerful in his manner. The Adamses were particularly punctilious about nepotism and tried very hard not to favor their relatives, whereas a figure like Jefferson, who is associated in our minds with the emphasis on meritocracy, was pretty much as big of a hypocrite on that issue as he was on race. They are punctiliously law-abiding, not because they are good people, but because good people are much more likely to be let alone. With great punctiliousness, he opened his register and pressed his stylus to the wax. If you want your pet to be happy, you are solicitous of its wants and needs. The salesperson who assisted me was very solicitous and helped me figure out the dressing room situation. It doesn't seem as important to be solicitous of the other person because you're not trying to captivate each other anymore. You're already together. We were formal and overly solicitous with each other, both of us afraid to cause further offense. His voice was quieter than usual and had an especially solicitous tone that I'd never heard from him. I'm like a brochure, conceivably, in being shallow, solicitous, and full of clichés. There seems never to have been a cross word between them. When one fell ill, the other solicitously nursed him back to health. His face telegraphed its odd mix of triumph, token solicitousness, stealthy curiosity.